Imagine a city larger than London, thriving with life, in the heart of what is now the United States. This city wasn't built by European settlers or modern engineers. It was constructed by indigenous people nearly 1,000 years ago. This was Cahokia, a sprawling metropolis located near present-day St. Louis. Once home to tens of thousands of people, it was the largest city in North America before the arrival of Europeans. But here's the mystery. After centuries of dominance, Cahokia was abandoned. Its people vanished, and its story was nearly lost to history. Today, we'll explore what made Cahokia extraordinary, how its people built a civilization so advanced for its time, and why it ultimately disappeared. The rise of Cahokia. Cahokia rose to prominence around the year 1050 CE during the Mississippian period. Its location was no accident. The city was built near the confluence of the Mississippi, Missouri, and Illinois rivers, a strategic spot for trade, agriculture, and transportation. This fertile region allowed Cahokia's people to grow crops like corn, squash, and beans in abundance, which supported a growing population. At its height, Cahokia was home to an estimated 20,000 people, making it one of the largest cities in the world at the time. To put this in perspective, Cahokia had a larger population than Paris or London during the same period. The city's layout was carefully planned, with a central plaza surrounded by monumental earthworks, including over 120 mounds. The largest of these is Monks Mound, a massive structure that covers over 14 acres and rises 100 feet high. Built by hand, using only baskets of earth, Monks Mound is a testament to the engineering and organizational skills of Cahokia's people. Atop this mound likely sat the dwelling of the city's ruler, known as the Great Sun, a spiritual and political leader who governed the city. Cahokia wasn't just a political and economic hub, it was also a cultural and religious center. The city's inhabitants practiced a complex spiritual system tied to the cycles of nature. They constructed a massive wooden circle, often referred to as Woodhenge, which served as a solar calendar. By observing the position of the sun, they could track the seasons, schedule agricultural activities, and perform religious ceremonies. Archaeological evidence suggests that Cahokia's people celebrated large communal feasts and rituals. These events likely reinforced social bonds and the authority of the ruling class. The scale of these gatherings is astonishing. Archaeologists have uncovered massive pits filled with animal bones, pottery, and remnants of food, indicating the presence of thousands of participants. Cahokians were also skilled artists and craftsmen. They created intricate pottery, jewelry, and ceremonial objects made from materials like copper and shell. These artifacts reveal a deep connection to their environment and a sophisticated understanding of symbolism and aesthetics. Cahokia's influence extended far beyond its city limits. The Mississippian culture, of which Cahokia was the center, spread across much of North America. Evidence of Cahokia's trade network has been found as far away as the Great Lakes, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Appalachian Mountains. The city's residents traded goods like copper, obsidian, mica, and marine shells. These items were not just practical, they also held spiritual significance. For example, shells from the Gulf of Mexico were often used to create ceremonial masks and ornaments. This extensive trade network suggests that Cahokia was not an isolated society. It was deeply connected to other indigenous cultures, exchanging goods, ideas, and traditions. Cahokia's status as a cultural and economic powerhouse likely contributed to its rapid growth and success. The decline of Cahokia. But Cahokia's golden age was short-lived. By the 13th century, the city began to decline, and by 1350, it was largely abandoned. What caused this once thriving civilization to collapse? There are several theories. One possibility is environmental degradation. As Cahokia's population grew, the demand for resources like wood and farmland increased. Deforestation and overuse of the soil may have led to ecological collapse, making it difficult to sustain the city's population. Climate change may have also played a role. Evidence suggests that the region experienced a period of prolonged drought during Cahokia's decline. Without reliable water sources and fertile land, the city's agricultural system would have struggled to feed its people. Social and political factors could have contributed as well. As resources became scarce, tensions may have arisen between different groups within the city. There is evidence of violent conflict, including mass graves and defensive structures, which suggests that Cahokia may have experienced internal strife or warfare. Finally, some researchers believe that Cahokia's decline was the result of cultural changes. As trade networks shifted and new societies emerged, Cahokia may have lost its status as a central hub. Its people could have dispersed, joining other communities or forming new ones. Although Cahokia was abandoned, its legacy lives on. The city left an indelible mark on the history of North America. Its mounds and artifacts are a reminder of the ingenuity and resilience of indigenous peoples long before European contact. Today, Cahokia is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from around the world. But despite decades of research, many questions remain unanswered. Who exactly were the people of Cahokia? How did they organize such a complex society? And what lessons can we learn from their rise and fall? The story of Cahokia challenges the traditional narrative of American history. It reveals a sophisticated civilization that thrived in harmony with its environment, until it didn't. As we continue to uncover its secrets, Cahokia reminds us of the fragility of even the most advanced societies and the enduring power of human creativity.